Okay, so I want to talk about how you first met James. Can you just explain how you met him and what Supreme looked like at that time? Because you said before he started Supreme, you guys already knew who he was.
We had shopped in his store. So he owned Union, which is now in LA. Chris Gibbs. That was originally James's store. It was a little boutique.
His store.
His store.
Multi-brand store.
Yeah. It was selling things that nobody else had. He was bringing some things from England, the local stuff that graffiti guys were doing, like PNB Nation. It was like streetwear before the word streetwear was ever used.
It was cool. You guys liked it, your friends?
We loved it. It was like the place to shop if you could do it. You know, we were kids, so we didn't have a lot of money. And he didn't know me from anything back then. I would just go in and shop, and that would be it. I was just a kid. Eventually, he had the Stussy store in New York. I loved Stussy. I shopped at Stussy. But at some point, I was working on Pervert with my friend Don. And James bought Pervert for Union. So he knew the brand. He probably didn't even know of me at that point. He knew who Don was, and I was just some kid that worked with Don. But eventually, as I was doing Pervert, Don was done with it. He was moving on to do other things with his life, and I was coming back to New York. Bianca, who is now James's wife, was in Miami at the time and heard I was going back to New York, and either she did or his brother Dan Jebbia told him, hey, this guy Brendon's coming back to New York, you should meet him. I'd probably met him before that, but he wouldn't have remembered. And I was like, yeah, I can do whatever you need, let's do it. I was like, this is an opportunity I'll never get again, so I'm just gonna like tell him I can do everything even if I can't. And that's how I got started.
Had he started Supreme? Like,
yeah,
you
Supreme
knew...
was already up and running. It was a multi-brand store at that time, but he had a bunch of Supreme stuff already, like hats and t-shirts and sweatshirts, the occasional jacket. He'd already been doing things, but he wanted to grow it, and he wanted someone to help him with that, and he believed I could do that, and that's how it went.